Hey, what's up, everybody? Colin here, of course. Thanks for joining. I want to say thanks to everybody who is going to be watching this later. If you're watching this now, it's amazing. I don't think anyone is, but if you are, I love you. We don't have Patreon here. We don't have patrons, but we do have great ones, and those are all of you. And one of the great ones that we have is one of our guests today. Well, the guest today, we'll see. It's Jacob from United Spurs of America. What's up, my guy?
Hey, how you doing?
You know, positive, just happy about Spurs. Basically, I'm just right. This is exactly where we want our team to be. Top
We
four chances, right? We're gonna get top four. We'll be in the Champions League next season, and Ryan Mason's gonna be manager.
Is that who the next manager is going to be calling? Is Ryan Mason?
We got. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's the manager for the rest of the season. Like at all, really. By the way, we got some really cool. We got some of the great ones I was talking about in the chat. Eugene, what's up, buddy? Says, of course, leave you out at the end. Of course, it's trademark. If you know Eugene, he'll tell you leave you out before he tells you, happy birthday. He's that kind of guy. He's at work at the moment though. But thank you for tuning in, man. At work, be careful, don't get in trouble. We've also got Wayne Bonner. What's up, dude? Wayne goes way back. How's it going? Yeah, we're good. We're good too, I think. Right, Jacob? I'm good. Jacob, you good? Wayne wants to know.
Yeah, I'm good. Big up, Wayne. How you doing?
Yeah, dude, interesting. The Bayern Munich news is interesting, and I kind of wanted to touch on that, and so we're going to shelf it. We're going to shelf it, Wayne, but we're going to get to it. And then we got Otter sending a heart. What's up, Otter? I see you, girl.
What's up, Otter?
All right, and so back to business, man. Spurs, we're right in the hunt for top four. I really don't think Newcastle is going to take that spot from us. I don't know, man. Manager, I mean, crisis or not, I think that we still maintain our trajectory. I think we get top four, and then I think sound like Liverpool now, but like next year we push on. Next year's our year, bro.
Push on to what though?
Right.
Let's be honest. Push on to what? Because getting top four at this point.
Yeah, it used to mean something.
It don't mean anything to me anymore.
Nah, me neither. And it used to mean something to players, but now all it is money. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to. Players don't really. I mean, it is a draw to like younger players maybe, but older players, it's all about that cheese, that cheddar.
I heard someone bring up a good question. They said, "Why is it called the Champions League if you can be the champion of nothing and still get to participate?" It's kind of taking the whole point of the name out of it. So
interesting.
And I agree with that. I agree with that.
I don't disagree with that. Yeah, Leo, what's up, dude? I went ahead and threw the chat in here, dog. In case you wanted to jump in, dog. It's good to see you, though, dog. I'm trying to say dog at the end of every sentence. So, season's crazy. I obviously my optimism and my happiness is fake, and I'm just like pretending to be, because that's what you do. That's what you have to do.
Fake it till you make it, right?
Right. That's my life mantra. And so I'm doing that with with Spurs right now, and I'm just believing somehow everything's going to be fine. Well, I don't know. What do you think? So what's like worst case scenario for you right now? We're in this managerial thing. Okay, I guess in my hypothetical too, Conte is sacked, or not sacked, but is gone. He's either sacked or he's left. So who's your worst case appointment for manager, do you think?
I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that. Without saying worst case scenario, we're already in it. I
Dang.
don't know what you can say that be. I mean, I guess if we are lower in the table, but as far as our managers are concerned,
We could have somebody terrible. We could have
it doesn't matter,
Alan
Colin.
Pardew as
It
manager.
doesn't matter, Colin. It doesn't matter whether Jesus Christ Himself ascends from the heavens and manages Tottenham
I think it
Hotspur.
would
There's
be
still there's
decent.
yeah, you're right. It would be descend. Yeah, because if you ascended, yeah, you're right, Colin. Thank you for that.
I just think it's
But if Jesus Christ Himself descended from the heavens, I really think that he could still only get top four. And that's just the sad reality of this club until things change. Honestly, what I want to see Ryan Mason in, let's get ninth, ninth or 10th. So that way they don't try and rope us into some European competition.
what if Ryan Mason? Yeah, right, right. So that's what you want right now is to not get any European competition at all next season.
I want there to be a change. However that needs to happen. That's what I want to happen.
Well, I do too. I do too, but I'm not sure if that's the way to do it. I don't know. Don't you think that'll be a huge loss in revenue, and that league will use it as a
I'll tell
reason
you
not
what,
to
it
spend?
doesn't affect my fucking revenue, so I
But
don't
it'll
care.
affect. But the guy that spends all the money for the club will be
Spend
like,
it
"Oh,
on
we
what?
didn't make."
What the fuck does he spend it on,
Bro,
Colin?
we spent, bro, our last transfer window. Oh man, I just knocked the lamp over. I got so excited. But our last transfer window, we've spent so much more. We've spent more than like every team bar like City and.
Richarlison doesn't impact the 11. Fraser Forrester didn't impact the 11. Basuma didn't impact the 11.
I'm not saying they were great signings. I'm just saying we spend money, bro.
Jed
You can't
Spence
say you can't say
didn't even
you can't
affect
say
the
we don't.
18.
You can't say we don't spend money though, bro. We spend money.
Okay, I don't care if we spend money stupidly, then it doesn't matter. So what you're saying doesn't matter, Colin. What you're saying is asinine.
I know.
Like we spend money. It doesn't matter that we spend it on shit. So let's just keep trying to get that money so we can continue to spend it on shit. That doesn't make sense.
Well, my hope is that it'll eventually get better. I don't think it's gonna. You know what I mean?
Bro,
Like
if it hasn't gotten better in the last 10 years, it's not going to get better. It's not going to get better. And that's just, I'm
so
sorry to be
what's
negative. You told
no
me
no.
before the show, let's be positive. And I said, Colin, you can be positive.
I'm still
You
positive.
can
You
be.
can't burst this bubble. This bubble is
I'm not
strong.
trying to burst your bubble. I'm just sharing my
Strong.
side of the thing. I don't give a shit who we appoint. I don't give a shit
Hey,
about top four. I don't really care anymore.
hey, what's up? Dope, dope boy
Dope
Junior.
boy.
That's pretty. Hey, that's you win so far for like the raddest, hoodest name today. So what's up, dope boy? And yeah, I think that Nagelsmann would be a good manager. And Wayne Bonner earlier brought it up, and so I guess it'd be a nice time. We kind of just if we could sort of sidestep into that. Uh, the situation happening at Bayern right now. Weird one, right? What the heck, right?
I
I mean,
mean,
have you heard
they
much
lost
about it?
2 games in the past 5. They lost 2 out of the past 5 games.
So they fire their coach, hire a new coach. Well, so they hire a new coach. Don't tell the coach he's fired yet. Even like I don't know. That's some middle school
It seems
having two
silly. It
girlfriends
does seem
type
a
stuff.
little bit silly. But if it means that we prosper, honestly, I was talking a little bit with Michael earlier tonight.
Michael, just kidding. Hey, everybody who doesn't know, Michael is his cohort on United Spurs of America. Great dude, top G. Wink. God, I can't say that seriously. Sorry, I took it back. He's not a top G. That's
I
you
don't
don't
know
ever
what
want
that
to do that.
means. I
It's
don't.
a you don't want to. Don't. I'm
Okay.
saying it sarcastically, but I even take it back sarcastically. Michael's a great person. Uh,
He is a great
anyway,
person. Yeah.
you guys were talking about Spurs, and I think maybe Nagelsmann.
We were
Or
talking this morning before Nagelsmann was sacked. So he wasn't really in my realm of thought. And I was kind of telling him who I wanted. He was kind of telling me who he wanted. And And then the Nagelsmann news broke, and we were both like, because when we were looking for a manager, I wanted him really bad. Of course, he's going to choose Bayern over us. Plus, I think he was still in the Bundesliga, so it was just an easier
Right.
transition. But
Yeah.
yeah, he got the sack. If
Leipzig,
he's
right?
yeah, yeah, he was the guy who like brought Nkunku, got Vardiol, got Timo Werner whenever he was actually decent.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he'd be a good coach, man. And I think that I don't know. It's just scary. It's scary to appoint anyone right now. Do you? How? Okay. How against Poch are you? Are you more afraid of somebody new coming in, or are you more afraid of Poch coming back?
I just think it doesn't matter. If it's Pochettino, only thing that changes for me is I lose respect for a guy that I have love for. That's really all that changes. But it's still the same for me, either way, whether it's
Yeah.
Pochettino or anyone else.
Will you lose respect for Pochettino for coming back? That's harsh.
Absolutely. No, it's not harsh. It's just how I feel.
Dang.
I lose respect for people who get used and abused. You complain about it, you get yourself out of that situation. Good up on you. You go to a better place, a more greener pasture. Good on you. What do? You come crawling fucking back because you're unemployed and it's a marriage of convenience? No, thank you. Plus, I also think that it would appease all the people who are angry right now at Levy. The people who are like, no, I might be Levy out because of this. If he gets Poch, and Levy knows this, if he gets Poch, then he has a better chance of getting those people back onto his side of things. So
Fair. I, I don't know. It'll
big
be
up, John.
interesting. Yeah, yeah. Big up John. John Fitzpatrick too. He's another one of the great ones. Been there since day one. Still watches me talk to 5 people on the internet. So thanks, man. Good to see you, John. Hope all's well. Hope family's good. Hope you're good. Good to see you. Yeah, we're talking Spurs and the shit show. Whoever comes in, they've got a lot of loanees to look at, right? Do you think any of those guys stay?
This is the only reason why I would care if Poch came back. Is
Dang,
because Michael met him and Michael loves him and I'd be happy for Michael. But other than that, I don't want to see it.
that's an old picture. That's an old picture.
Yeah, he met him in Denver. He was I think Tottenham was about to play a preseason friendly in Denver at the Denver Broncos Stadium. Are you there?
You're gonna have to repeat the last thing you said, son. He met him. He met him when? My headset was going bonkers.
Oh, he met him in Denver. He was touring Mile High Stadium,
Oh, okay.
and
I got
so
you.
was
I think
Pochettino and the coaching staff. Just weird,
gotcha.
coincidental. And
Super weird.
he was wearing his Tottenham kit, and
That was an
yeah,
Under Armour kit. Those are ugly. I have a lot of those. Yuck. They're cool like now just because they're not like they don't look like so mass produced and yeah, those were ugly. I think those were very, very ugly. But I don't
I
know.
mean,
So,
yeah, what are you
they
gonna
looked
do?
really
That's all
cheap.
you got.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure, dude. I had one. Anyway, Pochettino coming back would be cool, but whoever comes back has a lot of loanees to deal with, right? So, are any of these loanees coming back and going to make an impact on our squad? Are we going to see any of like, is Brian Hill going to come back?
Probably.
Yeah,
He'll
I think
he'll
so too.
probably be
I
back. Yeah.
I think that he could do a job, even in the Premier League, even though everyone says that he can't.
I don't care if we get Mason in, start Brian Hill. Let's tank this bitch. I don't really care. I'm ready to let the whole thing burn. So yeah,
To
let's
what
get
end?
Brian Hill.
To
Let's
what
get
end?
Brian Hill in. Let's continue to start Eric Dyer. Let's give him a new contract actually, so we can just make sure that the fire that's fucking burning down this entire thing. Let's make sure that it continues to rage on. So let's keep Eric Dyer. Why don't we just sign Ben Davies to an extension while we're at it? Extend Hugo Lloris another 2.5 years. Let's extend Davinson Sanchez. I think him coming off the bench would be just huge for us. And then why not let Harry Winks come back? He's done so great at Sampdoria. So let's just bring him back. We'll start Winks and we'll start. Who else can we throw in the mid? Let's get Tongi and Dombele and Harry Winks in the mid, and then
Yeah,
we'll
bring it
start
back.
Brian Hill, Dane Scarlett, and Troy Parrott up top, and we'll just ride the vibes. Who cares?
Well, right when you said ride the vibes, that is actually what we need to do. So I know that you were making a point, and I get it, and you made it well. I think everybody gets it. But we do need to kind of just let it ride, and we need a manager that's just going to kind of roll the dice and tell everybody, hey, you can kind of go do what you want, like go have fun, and that's what Wayne's saying here. He agrees with you, Jacob, but he says, we need a manager that's going to take off the reins, kind of, let them loose. And if Harry Redknapp came back right now, I wouldn't be mad. I know that's a crazy person thing to say, um, but he's a great dude. I love the guy. He was an awesome manager. That stupid thing with being England manager kind of like messed him up and got his head away from Spurs and screwed Spurs over and himself over. But I still would love to have him back. I don't know. I'd be interested to see what anyone in the chat has to say about getting no car. Doing the interviews from his car. Oh, he was wild, but he was a good manager, and his whole fucking run around a bit. I don't know. He was cool. Those were his tactics, and we scored a lot of goals back then.
Yeah,
So
I don't care. It could be him. It could be fucking Johnny Appleseed. I really don't care at this point. This
so
club's
so
broken me. You get someone who can win trophies, we'll sack him before fucking chance he gets to win one. You you bring in a guy who's supposed to be prime Jose, but in his prime, so it'll be better this time. And now he's like, your club sucks. It's the history of Tottenham, and it's just, bro. I don't care. I don't. I know it's not like nice or sexy thing to say, but I
so
just don't
you're gonna
care.
so you're gonna stop
Stop what?
being a fan?
No, because I'm not gonna stop being a fan. What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding. But I don't mean that. But to what end? So you're just like let it all burn. But like to what end? In your mind, what's like the best outcome or like best solution? So we've been talking about like worsts, and I asked you, and so
Yeah.
we've been talking about that. That's where we kind of went.
For me, best case scenario is change of ownership, or if we don't change ownership, maybe Joe Lewis's daughter takes over and she cares about Spurs. She sacks Levy, gets in a guy who thinks about football, not spreadsheets. That's the first step. And until that step happens, nothing gets fixed around here. And I hate to be like that person that's like, I'm not saying Enoch out. I'm not saying Levy out for sure because he's not helping our club. Not at all. If he's intervening with transfers and such, then he's not our guy. He's not he's not who we need.
You okay? So I honestly am of the camp that Levy's going to be part of Spurs setup till he's dead. I honestly think Levy's going to die there. I don't think he'll ever stop.
He
And I
might.
don't.
He's made a lot of money for Joe Lewis, so why would he want to do? Why would he want to sack him?
And I mean, Joe Lewis isn't going to live much longer. Let's be honest about
That's what
that.
I'm
That's
saying. Is there's? I mean, these are all fucking hearsay, but apparently Joe Lewis's daughter is an actual fan of Tottenham, and she doesn't like Levy. I mean, it's very
hmm,
convenient that right. We just gotta wait for this old dude to die, and then his daughter will take over and do wonders. But
sounds like a novel written by.
yeah, it sounds like some Jackie Chan movie.
Yeah, it does, dude. Oh, I need a good Jackie Chan movie. I might watch Rush Hour 2 before I go to bed tonight.
It's a good choice.
Thanks, man. Sometimes you just gotta let your spirits up after you talk Spurs for a while. We got some comments that have been ignored, and to everyone, to all of you great ones in the comments, I apologize. Wayne Bonner loves Hill though. Yeah, dude, I agree. I think Hill's a beast. Not really. He's just got an engine on him. He can run for days. He's like a smarter Spanish version of Lucas. Less fascist, I think, and less openly supportive of fascist people. Um, Nagelsmann wanted Ndombele. I wanted Ndombele, so
Yeah,
uh, He's saying, so I guess you're saying though, if Nagelsmann, comes in, then Nomile probably stays. That'd be dope. If a manager could actually get that dude to play,
Scored a goal the other day.
yeah, and I mean it wasn't anything spectacular, but like positioning was good, and he has the weirdest form. When he went to take that shot, I was like, I don't really know where you're putting that right now. He opens his body up so weirdly. I can't explain it. That's why he's hard to play against, because he doesn't move like in a natural way. So when you watch him, you know how like a good defender will be like watching a player's feet and like the way that they move. He just moves like a freaking psychopath. Check him out. Watch him. I mean, I know you've seen him, but it's just so choppy and disjointed and weird, but yet fluid. I don't know. Dumble's a wizard. Too bad he can't play for 90 minutes or play with any intensity, right?
Mm-hmm. Play with any heart,
No
any
kidding.
give a fuck. He doesn't
Right.
have any.
None. If he had any, he'd be a freaking machine. And I was thinking, man, I was taking out the trash earlier. Really random, but I was taking out the trash. It was like half hour before we started streaming. And I was thinking about Musa Dembele. I miss that guy. I know that was slightly before your time, Jacob, but you remember him. You know him. We could really use a player like that right now in the midfield. I know that we've got Bentancur. Did I do it right?
I was okay. I'm not
Ben
gonna.
Bentancur. I can't do the R.
That's okay.
But
He's
but
injured.
yeah,
You don't have to worry about it.
but I know. Oh, there goes my lamp. I know we have him, and I mean that's great, and he's great, but he's not. He's not Dembele. We just can't retain. We just can't retain possession in the middle of the field very well. And I know that we bypassed that by bombing it out to the wing. I don't know. It's just our football is stale. I'm bored of it. You know. You know.
Well, yeah, I do know.
Hey, Dyer for a lifetime contract. John Fitzpatrick. Let's get this petition started. I think the Queen would sign it. I'm sure the the Queen died. Oh my gosh, I'm the
Guess
most
she ain't
insensitive
signing.
person ever. Whew. Rest in peace. I really do apologize to anyone out there who is offended by that. Apologies. Uh, dude, just reasons and reasons for Nagelsmann to come in.
Don't talk to me about Giovanni Lo Celso.
Oh, dude, can you imagine him coming back?
No, no, I will not. I refuse to imagine that.
So what is it? It's like 100 million we stumped up for Gio and Dondelay,
Mm-hmm.
and that we're never recouping that. That's just money. That's just fucking
Oh, but you want to
gone,
win
dude.
Champions League. Oh, but if we win Champions League, we get money to spend. Yeah,
Well,
money to
yeah.
get more fucking Giovanni Lo Celsos.
What I
I'll
mean,
be real
sometimes you buy players that are like Youngman Sons, and sometimes you buy, you know what I mean? Like we
How
don't.
long has it been since we got a Youngman Son?
Well,
Since
yeah,
we got Youngman Son?
7 years or some shit. But we have terrible recruitment right now. But that doesn't mean our recruitment's terrible forever. Whoa, says Otter.
I think it's because of the Queen thing you said.
Oh snap.
Yeah. So Otter's a supporter.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. He's 86. Oh, we're talking Joe Lewis. I bet Joe Lewis is 86.
Yeah.
Good.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, 86. That's a good life. I don't really want to live to be 86. What about you, Jacob? How old are you trying to be someday?
Infinity.
Infinity? Really good answer. If you could have dinner with one of the Spurs players currently in the squad, who would it be and why?
If what?
If you could have dinner
Uh-huh.
with any Spurs player in the squad right now, like not in the starting 11, but like the whole squad. Like how I grabbed the sunscreen to with the whole squad. Who would you choose?
Youngman Son.
What?
He's my favorite player. I mean, the only
probably have
person
you
that
good.
would unseat him is if we had Zlatan on our team. I'd probably want to
Whoa! I
dinner
never knew
with
about your
Zlatan.
I never knew about your Zlatan fandom until just now. That's cool.
It's it's large and in charge. My Zlatan fandom.
You kind of look
Basically
like you
he's
kind of
basically
look
the
like
player
him.
I wish I could be.
You kind of look like him. So I mean, it's
Yeah,
beautiful long hair, tall.
he's got a bigger nose and he's better athletically.
That second part is definitely debatable. The first part, his nose is bigger than yours for sure, but the athletic part, we're gonna have to see some tests. I'm gonna have to put you through a series of challenges. We'll find out about that. I don't really know if I believe you about him being better. But Zlatan, huh? I don't know. If I could have dinner with anyone from the team, it'd probably be man. It's tough. So like man, all the play probably Kane, I guess. I don't know. He'd be boring. Kane would be
Maybe so
boring.
boring.
Um,
I love Kane, but I just feel like I'd be
can
like,
Dele
cool.
come back and have? I'll have dinner with Dele. I guess I'd break my own rules. I'll go to the loaned out players and I'll have the dinner. And he's no wait, Dele is not even Spurs anymore.
No, he'd go back to Everton at
Everton,
the end of the year.
right? Dang, I miss Dele, dude. Dele, what Dele used to be able to do. So it sucks. My man, when I really like fell in love with Spurs, they were kind of like shit, but could pull out. You know, they were expected to beat small teams, could sometimes beat the big teams, and then they've gotten better and better. And now it's just so stale. I hate the way football is right now. I hate the way that teams just fucking pack shit up and play on the counter, and we're not even doing that effectively. Like, if you're gonna play on the counter, Son needs to be camped out at the fucking half, like at the midfield line, just waiting to spring forward the second Kane gets the ball, and Kane sprays it to him, just like Mourinho made us play. Like, if you're gonna play on the counter, do it like that, and use our two best players the way that
Hmm.
best suits their abilities. But instead, Conte shoehorns us into some weird style that doesn't fit anyone. Like, it's not even the right type of counter-attacking football. Makes me mad,
Well,
bro.
the key to Conte's system is you need creative wingbacks and you need three good central defenders that can also get upfield with the ball. If you watch Bastoni, you watch Skriniar, anytime when they were with Conte, look how far high up the pitch they played. It was that's what you need. We have fucking Dyer, we have Davies, Longley.
Longlay's fine. I don't think Longley belongs in the group that you're speaking of.
He
I think
does. He
Longley. I think
does. He
Longley
does.
could
He's at
be.
fault for a lot of goals. He's not that great. I mean, at one point you could say he was our most consistent defender, but he's also
I
led
think.
to a lot of goals.
I'm just saying. I think he stays on the team for bench options. If I'm recreating the defense, I keep Longley for a bench
I'm
option.
burning everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
We should
burning
play a
it
lot
all.
more youth. Do you want a manager that plays a lot of youth players?
I don't care. Sure. Why not? Why not?
You just want anything that's a radical change.
I just want, yeah, because I want to feel like I felt when Conte got hired or when Jose got hired. I want to feel like there's hope, there's something worth working for. I don't want us to be fucking targeting top four. We target top four, I'm just gonna watch and be like, cool. I'm glad we did the thing. I'll do the
I hate
shows.
that. It was always. It's been target top four as long as I can remember, and then we got it, and then we accidentally got second place or whatever. Or almost, you know what I mean? Like that one time, like that was a complete accident. I don't know. I just feel like Tottenham's always been target top four, like since Enoch took over. Like they don't think we're gonna win stuff, right?
I don't even think that they think about it. They don't care. They're making money. Why would they care?
Because you could make more if the team was more successful.
Well, they're making enough money to constitute what they're doing. They've turned their 222 currency sign. They've taken that 222 million of their currency and turned it into potentially 6 billion if they decide to sell.
It's a
So
pretty good return on investment, return on
cool.
venture. But
Yeah.
yeah,
One trophy and all that too. So what they're doing is they're gutting an entire football club of its history, of its fans, of what makes it the club that it is. And they're turning it into a commercial product that they can then sell. It's very simple what they're doing. They do it all the time here in America, Colin. As you know, that's a sign of a successful company is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you want that at your fucking football club. That's what I'm saying. Play the youth. I hope we get relegated. Maybe they'll leave, and then someone will come in and buy us, and then be like, "We're gonna restore Tottenham to greatness." That's
And like an AFC Wimbledon esque rise. It happened.
I mean, I would even take an owner like the guy who owns Leeds. He's just a
Yeah.
rich Nepo baby who was like, I want to take a risk on this financially. His dad and everyone said, no, don't do it. And he said, I'm going to do it anyway. And guess
Mm.
what? He dropped a bunch of cash, got promoted from the championship, and now they're still hanging around the Premier League. So, I mean, I just want a
Dude,
manager who fucking cares about results. And when you watch some managers, like, or not managers, owners, when you watch some of them, the passion they have when their team scores, that's what I want. I want people who care. I'm tired of this.
does
We made
Levy
money, so therefore
does
we
Levy
are
even
good.
crack a smile whenever we score?
No. He said he's addressed why he doesn't smile when we score. He doesn't want the other team to think he's disrespecting them. He's fucking lame.
He's a weird dude, but I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, I guess, and that's what bothers me, right? So, I work all day, and like for what I do, like I solve issues and solve problems,
I
and so
agree
with
with
this,
this from Dope Boy.
me too. Oh, me too. That's why I've been leaving it up. The Jose system was fucking like electric football compared to this shit. It was like, and it was awesome actually because we would sit there and we'd be defending, and then 10 seconds later, Son had scored, and was about to score again. Like it was awesome, and that Kane's pinpoint passing. Jose really did. I don't know. We miss him. We miss him for sure. Conte fucking can't he just everyone says Pep needs like great players in order to be a good coach, and that's definitely true with Conte. If Conte doesn't have his exact players, he can't do it. He showed.
Well, that's
Can't
the
do
thing.
that.
He's a great manager. You give him great players and he can make his system successful.
Yeah.
He's a great manager. So anyone talking shit on
No,
Antonio
I'm
Conte,
not. I'm just. I can talk shit about his ability to adapt. He just has none. And I think as a
why should
great
he adapt? Why
because
should he?
to be great, you need to be able to adapt at least somewhat, right?
While I agree with that, I'm not a football manager. I haven't won titles with major Serie A clubs, major
Yeah, I
Premier
agree.
League clubs. I haven't won these things, so I can't say that's the thing. Yes, he should be flexible. Yes, he walked into this situation. There is blame to be had on Conte's end. I'm not saying he's absolved of all that. Um,
Whoa, Scott coming in here with the flames already. Scott, what I like best about you is I feel like you just fly in and you're just like throwing punches just wildly. You got us right here. And here, look at this. Nagelsmann not the same problem as Conte. Terrible players. Scott, why don't you get your negative ass on here for a sec before we everyone's big up in each other. Big up everybody. Big up. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as everyone thinks. Right? We got Kane. Kane wants to stay. I don't think Kane's
he's
leaving. I
gone in
think,
the summer.
bro,
He's
Kane's
going
staying
for a
for the rest of
free,
his
and
career.
he's gonna fuck us.
He's staying for the rest of his career. You're
No,
you're
he's
you're
not.
kidding yourself.
He's not saying the rest. I'll put a friendly little wager on that.
Let's do it live so everyone knows. I'll
Okay.
bet. I'll do something stupid. I'll shave my beard and my head if he leaves on a free, and you have to um oh do the same thing. We already cut it. Yeah, you have to do the same thing if he stays for past the summer.
No. Well, I mean, at what point when he retires, I need to shave my head.
Right.
When he
True.
retires, it's on.
True. So if he doesn't leave
The
this
thing,
summer,
I'm gonna reply to Scott. He says, "I think people forget how awful the football was under Jose. He got to a final in the Carabao Cup. Make of it what you will. He still got the team to a final. So I see it like if he could get, I think his squad was even worse. Jose's squad was worse if you look at a lot of his lineups. Like Giovanni Lo Celso, dog shit. Tanguy Ndombele didn't give a fuck. I mean, it was a miracle that Kane was able to get playmaker and Golden Boot under Jose. I'm not absolving Jose either, but he had shittier players than Conte, and he still got to a final.
I mean, yeah, I'm not, I'm not anti Joseph. I mean, I wanted him out. It was time for him to go when he
That's what I
left.
think is going to happen. He's going to walk on a free because we're going to try and tie him down to a contract, and it's going to stall and stall. A team will probably offer us like 40 mil for him, and we're going to say no, and then he's going to walk for free.
I think that
The
Kane.
only way this ends positive for Tottenham, this Kane situation, the only way I see it is if United say, you know what, this summer we know he's going to go for a free, so I want United to come in and give us an offer of 100 mil, because how I mean, look, to get 100 mil with a guy with 12 months on his contract, that would be a steal. If they come in with any offer 70 mil or more, I think we have to listen to it. If not, he's
United
walking
though.
for a free and we get fucking zero.
Yeah, I don't know, and it sucks. Kane's gonna be a good player until he's like 40. That you know what I mean? So he's gonna be an asset. It's gonna be like giving Berbatov to
I mean, you don't
United
know
all over
that.
again.
You don't know necessarily that. I mean, he could shatter both his ankles tomorrow. We don't know.
He have a Son-esque drop in form.
Chill out. Don't even open that fucking can, Colin.
Hey, it's open. I had to. I like to
No.
stir pots and then act like I didn't. Yeah, I mean, it's just a dip in form that lasts an entire season. He'll be back.
It's not a dip in form.
I know,
It's
I
not a
know.
dip in
I'm
form.
just trying to bait you.
Stop
I know,
saying
I know.
that.
So he's not being played in his strengths. The system we're playing is garbage for Sonny. That's basically the moral of the Sun story, if you ask me.
No,
Uh,
that's exactly. I just think playing as a left mid who's asked to track back is not
and then have their
necessarily the
back to
best things
goal.
in Sonny's repertoire.
So what do you think? Do you think Kane thinks that he's going to win trophies at
I think
United?
if
What
we're
do you think he's going
lucky,
to United
bro,
for?
they're gonna win.
What?
They're probably gonna win the Premier League next season. They're gonna challenge
No.
for it. They're definitely gonna challenge for it. Wait till they get another couple mid. They're gonna get Harry Kane or Victor Osimhen, and either way,
I
with
think
that, they're
Kane's
gonna
too
win the
old. I
league.
don't think players are going to be after Kane. I think he's too old, and I think if we get him in another contract, I don't know. I just think
Do
he's
you
so
listen to
like
many Man United or Chelsea podcasts,
no. I have
channels, anything?
no,
Big
definitely
Six
not.
at
No,
all?
no, no.
They do want him, so they are after him. His age is not. The thing is, you still got another 3 years of prime Kane, at least. So everyone's interested in that because they want to win next year. So I would say that we will have suitors, and we need to listen to those because we'll be lucky to get 80 mil for Harry Kane next summer or this summer.
We just literally can't score goals without that dude on the pitch. So I feel like selling him is
Burn it all
like
down. Burn it all down. Burn it all down.
no.
Burn it down. Get rid
This
of
is
the
interesting.
physio. Get rid of our scouting. We need to go get Brighton scouting. We need to get our Brighton's recruitment. All right, because they're punching above their weight, and they have been for a few years. And really, you just gotta credit their scouting and recruitment because they've literally their manager left them in the middle of the season, and they're doing better. So
Yeah. Wayne says though that apparently Dean Henderson's been brought up as part of a player plus cash deal for Kane.
I did hear something like 70 mil plus Dean Henderson for
Fuck,
Kane.
that's a good deal. But then again, I just literally can't see how we could get a striker in.
But then I also heard in the same reports that Dean Henderson wants to play with Kane. So,
Hmm,
and Kane wants to play with him because they're like finger
maybe
buddies.
maybe Tottenham's going to become a super spending club this summer. Getting Dean Henderson, we're keeping
No, you're
Kane.
blowing smoke out of your ass right now.
We're gonna get Osimhen from Napoli
Here's the
to
thing:
play up
if we
top
get
there
rid of
too.
Kane, we get Osimhen. Shit, that changes the entire
You think
dynamic of our team.
he ain't coming, and
He
he's
ain't
not he
coming.
doesn't play
No.
and
Here's
he
the
doesn't
thing:
play
is
the same
he's gonna
style
get.
of play as Kane. Are we trying to replace Kane with a player that plays like him
Here's the
so
thing:
that
he
the
doesn't
team?
play. He can do everything that Kane does. So don't get it twisted. He can do everything that Kane does, just maybe not the passing.
Right.
But
I guess that's what I'm really
as a
thinking.
striker, as a true striker, he
I'm just
can
saying
play. He
Kane
can link
creates like
up.
Kane
He
creates
can
like
link
half
up.
the.
The thing is, if you've watched Napoli this season with him, with Kvaradona, they they link up with each other, so they complement each other really well. So I've heard the argument that maybe Osimhen wouldn't be the same if he didn't have Kvaradona on his left. But
That pronunciation was spot on too, and I
I'm pretty
appreciate
sure
that.
that's the Google pronunciation.
Those are good. That was good.
Kavarch. He
How do you doing
is
that so
that
perfect?
guy's. I heard he's gonna go for 180 million to Real in the summer.
Get effed. That's
I heard
just
Real wants to spend 100, and they got Vinicius on the left. Why do they need him?
that's nuts.
And you know what? We could have had Kavarchka like 3 years ago.
Well,
We scouted him. We were gonna get him, and then they said no. His name's weird. Let's not get him.
for some reason, I just I would love to play as like a team, even if we played in the transition, just a team with a lot of speed. That would be fun. You know what I mean? A team that
We
could
can't.
like.
I really think we're just in a holding pattern until we have a manager, because until we have a manager and know the style they want to play, they're not coming here to instill an ethos. So we can sit here and be like, I want to see this, I want to see that. It doesn't fucking matter. We're gonna get a manager come in here and be like, all right, this is how I will set up. This is the team I want, and we do that. And then in 18 months, we'll get another manager, and he's gonna come in and say, well, I do a whole completely different style, so let me try this. And then they're gonna
Well,
say,
part of what fucks it up too is that they go in. Pardon my language, but part of what fucks it up too is when they come in and things have been done the same way for a really long time, and you know that it's that way at Spurs. That like the players have a lot of pull. I think maybe too much pull,
get Kane
and
out of here.
so
I think he's the one. Him, Dyer, get all those little butt buddies out of here. They got Doherty out.
they had too
Terminate
much.
their contracts.
They got too much pull, and I think that they, you know what I mean. So they dictate the way that things are to a degree, and I think we need a manager who's gonna like really just make it all his way. But
That's
I don't
never
know.
gonna happen. So
I don't know if we're
keep
ready for
dreaming,
that.
buddy.
And Kane needs to be player manager. We just need to let him Kylian Mbappe this situation.
No, he would not, because he would take all the free kicks. He would. Dude, he
Who would
plays.
Kane?
He
Who would
play.
Kane
I
sign?
don't like the way Kane plays when he wears the armband. I'm just gonna be honest. I think
I don't
he's
really. I don't
a
really
different
like
player.
Kane until he scores. When he's not scoring, a lot of the times I'm like, what? I mean, yeah, his passing is amazing. His cross-field passing is really, really good. But like, he's been doing some dumb stuff lately. I don't know if it's because he's spending too much time on the ball or what, but
He's
he's done
trying
some
too.
Lucas.
He's
He's done
trying
some
too hard.
Lucas-esque dribbling into shit and
Yeah, he's
dribbling
trying too
himself into
hard.
trouble. Yeah, he's never been a dribbler. Yeah, you can pass, bro, but like, don't try to dribble anybody. That's stupid. You know how slow you are.
I mean, he could have put us up, I think 4-1 at one point versus
Uh,
Southampton. There was a moment where he had the ball and he had Skip, he had Poro, I think. No, it was Skip, Kulu, and Son. He had all three of those options. There was only three defenders, so technically someone's going to be open, and it was Heung-min Son. And instead of passing it to anyone, he takes the shot, and it's not even on target. If you're going to be selfish, at least hit the fucking target. That's how I see it.
no, yeah, I agree. It's like if you're gonna be cocky, then like be good. Yeah, I get it completely. But look at Fitzy. Look at what Fitzpatrick has to say here, man.
I Oh my god.
Is everything good? Stuff's falling at both our houses.
Oh my god. The ghosts.
Ghosts.
The ghosts.
But yeah. So I mean, so what if Sonny goes? We get rid of Kane and Son immediately. So just off the top of your head, we got rid of Kane and Son. We got to bring in a striker and a Sonny replacement. I guess a left-sided.
Kvaratskhelia and Victor Osimhen and Kim Min-jae. Just steal those three from Napoli, and we'll be a completely different fucking team.
Who's Napoli's coach? Get him too. Isn't he like some like?
Bring him in. They're scouting and recruiting. I'll take them or Brighton.
There you go.
Because I mean, well, to be fair, maybe not the scouting, because we scouted Kim Min-jae. Jose Mourinho said, "Give me Kim Min-jae," and they were like, "How much is he?" Oh, 8 mil from, I think it was Fenerbahce.
No, that wasn't that when he was still in the Chinese Super League, or was that I guess
No,
afterwards? Well,
he had just moved to Fenerbahce,
okay,
and Jose Mourinho was like, "Give me this guy. He's doing well in Turkey. He'll do well for me." And I think it was like 8 mil. And you know what we went and did? We went and spent 16 on Joe Roden
Joe Rodent.
because I think he helped our numbers at the time for
He
champ.
did. We homegrown quota stuff.
It's weird how Wales like
Yes, Kane and Mason, co-managers. Sign me up. I want in on that wild ride. Tim Sherwood as our fitness guy. We could have. Oh, that would be sick. Sick. I said we have the best front three in the league. Coolin's been awful. I don't know if Cool's been awful, has
yes
he?
he has.
Okay.
But
Uh,
it also could just be a fucking product of the same thing that's affecting Son, being asked to do different things that aren't really. But I think
in your
Kulu's a
lock.
different player than Son. Kulu
Cool is
can play with his back to. The thing is, Kulu, this is his style. He's just not doing well at it, and it's like
right.
maybe he got rushed back from injury. I don't know, but he fell off a cliff.
There's an ant on me, dude. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Uh. But yeah. Anyway, you're probably right about him getting rushed back from injury. That's a big thing that I think people tend to not think about with players too. You know what I mean? Like we think, oh, they need to get back and be back on the pitch, and I don't know. A lot of players. I think Ryan Sessegnon, I think, is struggling from injury and fear of re-injury, and he's got that hamstring problem that's just like an issue. And I don't know. So I don't think he's necessarily a bad player either. Uh, might have a place in the squad. That's another player who I think with a different manager there might be a place for him, or more of a place for him. I don't know. It's really hard to say. I mean, that left side's wide open. Ben Davis doesn't have much left in the tank, especially because he's out this entire season now, the rest of the season. So, what are we gonna do over there? Udogi or whatever is coming, obviously, and I don't know if he's coming to be first choice right away. So we might have Sessegnon starting on the left. I don't know. Next year's gonna be freaking wild, and
It's not gonna be wild. It's gonna be fucking awful.
I've seen him play a good match. I think part of a good match 2 times, John. So it's in there. He can do it. Uh, but consistently or even for an entire game, you're right. No. Uh, yeah, I agree about the Kane thing. Do you agree that he's so obsessed with individual records, and so it's kind of screwing him? But I think it's also
I
helping
think
the
it's
team.
speculation to say what it is, but whatever it is, I mean, I'm speculating saying it's a captain's armband, but it could be the captain's armband, it could be the scoring records, it could be there's a multitude of things. It could be him thinking about looking in the future to, maybe his whole shirt's going to be red next year. Who knows? That's what I think is going on there.
Hmm.
But again, it's all speculation. I mean,
I love
he is
that's what all this
different.
is.
Since Hugo went down, he's a different player.
Yeah, maybe he needs Hugo.
I need to go get my phone charger, or not my phone charger, my computer charger, and
It's all
I need
good.
to use the restroom real quick.
I was actually thinking about signing off pretty soon too. So
Okay, well, either way, I have to use the restroom. I'll be right
enjoy
back.
enjoy. Be safe. So he's gone. Hopefully being safe. I'll go through some comments. It's nice to have you guys here, as per usual. Good people, good people. So let's see if there's any of these that I kind of skipped over, which is absolutely probable. We're talking about the 100 goals scored by Mourinho. Scott says we scored 100 goals thanks to how many early round Europa League games we got to our league goal totals were not good. I'll have to check. But Scott, again, good to see you, man. Ciao. Look at that, everybody. Link again in the chat. Um, but yeah, Fitzy, I agree. if we're gonna do a proper rebuild, Kane and Son both should go. We should probably try to get maximum money for him this summer. Don't tell Jacob I said that. I'm trying to wind them up. So what else we got? What else we got? Okay. We have one good player and he's off in the summer, then the only way is down. Kane, obviously. Fuck, hate to say it. There's no money to spend in the summer. We still owe over 215 million on players we can't sell. So yeah, that's interesting. We'll have to talk about that money still owed on players because I'm interested in that. I'm sure Sean Butler's broken it down or something because he's the numbers guy, or Will Stewart, or one of those guys probably broken it all down. But that's interesting to me. I don't know how those deals were structured. I don't know who we do or don't owe money to. I don't know when it was paid or what's been paid. So I'd like to see where you got that figure, Fitzy, because that's a lot of money. So I mean, it sucks because to me, Richarlison isn't a good striker, even for definitely not as a lone striker. He just doesn't have. He's like a weird striker winger hybrid mix thing. I don't think he's good enough at either. I don't know about you guys in the chat, but if we're gonna go into the next season with possibly Richarlison as our main striker, I'm scared. You scared, buddy? We go into next season with Richarlison as our main striker.
Yeah.
I kind of think it's what they're planning, bro.
Probably.
You know, we
Nothing
get him.
surprises me with this club
They
anymore.
they get him the year before, so that it looks like we plan. I mean, they're planning for Kane to leave. They've probably been planning it since this season. So we get Richarlison in. That's why he probably doesn't complain very much because he might even know Kane's leaving. I don't know. I'm really speculating hard now, but I think that Richarlison's gonna be our main striker, which sucks because he's not a striker and he's not a winger either. He's some weird hybrid type of player. He's like
Or he's just not good enough.
okay. Remember? I think he was right before, but remember Chadley, Nasir Chadley? He's exactly like that guy, just like the same build and everything. Like they're both decent players that like score some nice goals, but then the rest of the time you forget they're there. That's
I thought he got robbed the other day of a goal.
Oh yeah, me too. Definitely. That was sick. And I mean, if he plays with that hunger, maybe he can do it. Maybe he can. We haven't really seen him be able to let off the leash.
Oh, all right.
I don't know. I don't know what we need. This sucks. Came in here today, kind of just talk to everybody, you included. Let everyone know it's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it through this, guys. And also, I'm gonna be doing shows at this time every single Thursday night. So it's 10:30 Central Time. So you do your maths if you need to, but love you to join me. I'll have that scheduled. I'm also going to do a Tuesday show during the day. I have Tuesdays off, but I have to plan out the time for that still. Got a little bit more planning to go there, but man, it's been so great to have the regulars in here though, and mainly I can't big up enough John Fitzpatrick and Wayne Bonner, dudes.
Yeah, big up. They've been here
You
the whole
guys
time.
are, and they're always like they just. I really, really, really like these dudes, and I feel like we got a good connection. Thanks a lot for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me, guys. So yeah, people running our club having a clue about the game. They're taking yeah. I mean, every single match, like that last one, with the tie against Southampton, it didn't even hurt. I mean, it hurt for a second, and then I just numbness. It's sad.
Mhm.
You don't get excited for the matches anymore. It's different. Things are different, and it's sad. Um, and then, yeah, exactly, Wayne. See
That's how
these
I'm
guys,
feeling, Wayne. That's how I'm feeling.
dude. Fitzpatrick says if ever do a show on the weekend to jump in, yes, then I'll definitely do it. We'll talk. Let's do. You'll see me. You'll see me because you sat here since day one. That is the gangsterest thing ever. You've seen some goofy, goofy shit. And just for that, I've been saving this kind of for everybody. There's only 4 people here right now. Been saving this. It's been a while since it got busted out. If you got 30 seconds to spend for something great, you want to smile, here.
That's
Yeah,
great.
might have to bring that back. Change it up a tad, but that's like too good not to use. And the game show was fun. The game show you never were on it, I don't think.
Mm-mm.
So maybe I'll have to resurrect that. But yeah, everybody,
Yeah, bring it back for your Tuesday show.
that's a great idea. Keeper West Ham Tuesdays. Uh, I think this is gonna be a yes, guys. Boom. Big up for the love. You guys are good people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You should check it out. Some in my really early videos, unless I hit them all. I used to do a game show, Keeper West Ham, where I would put two Spurs players, past or present, against each other, and then the contestant would have to pick one to keep, and one goes to West Ham. And yeah, I'll definitely bring that back. It was a fun time. And yeah, while we're discussing channels and stuff, Jacob, I'm pretty sure that your channel hit a milestone a little while ago, and it's
Yeah,
that you guys aren't on the list for being predators anymore.
thank God for that.
Which is good.
Yeah.
And no, but there no what happened though?
Um, what do you mean what happened?
How many subs are you at?
Oh, let me check.
There's a threshold of subs that you're looking for when you
Oh,
enter
look, I'm at
the round.
1,038.
Dang, that is quite the accomplishment. Let me pull up mine. I'd just like to see what I'm at real quick. I love every single one of you guys. It's I think it's 200. So, but yeah, Jacob, you do a wonderful channel.
Thank you.
Looks like I've got I can't see how many. I don't know how to YouTube. I've got some people, and it's like I said, instead of patrons, you're my great ones, and you're all great. I love you all. But yeah, tell us a little bit about your show. When is your next one? Tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, 4 o'clock for me. Had to rearrange the Friday show a little bit. Hasn't been at the usual time, which is noon 30 for me, which was usually
Dang.
7:30 p.m. for UK. It's been actually later for the UK on Friday nights. So tomorrow night, if you're not doing anything, love for you to come check it out. I just built the show tonight, so
Well, you build your shows.
yeah, I built
Oh,
it
I
out. And
just
then I
I
also got
just
a
I
new
just come
show
in.
coming out on Mondays with the Perchy TV. We're gonna have a new show called Unmundane Mondays.
Whoa, what's that
Yeah.
about?
Um, that music threw me off. It's not about anything in particular. It's gonna be different every week, but we will have a set list. But the first edition of that is coming out Monday. We'll be live with that
Hell yeah,
Monday with the Perchy and I. So
dope.
come
Well,
check it
I'm
out, man.
really excited. Man, I was going, yeah, everybody, you got to go check that out. And follow Jacob on Twitter there. His Twitter handle's right there. I'm sure he's a good dude and announces all of this stuff ahead of time on Twitter. So you'll be able to
Not
catch
really
it
on
there.
Twitter. No,
Oh,
I'm
well,
actually
then,
pretty
then,
bad at Twitter.
then get to the YouTube channel and hit the freaking
Hmm.
notification bell. Like, subscribe, notify yourself. You got to know. You got to know when this guy's going online. And I know that we're all feeling a little like this right now. Maybe we're all feeling a little bit like this, but everything is gonna be okay. We're all here. We're a family. Big love. We're Spurs fans. We're gonna make it. Jacob, you got anything you want to close out with? Because I'm about to bounce.
I don't think I was very positive or happy most of the stream just because we were talking about Tottenham. So I will say try to find something during this international break that'll get your mind off Tottenham for a little bit. I watched the movie Infinity Pool last night and it has fucking haunted me all day. So
Dude, maybe I'll watch it right now. I kind of want to mess my brain up.
if you want, I'm gonna call it basically the best post-nut clarity horror story ever in the history of
Dang.
cinema. But it's also, don't do that. We just hit 1 hour, as I was said, post-nut clarity. So that's very
There
nice.
you go. That is good. That must mean something. I think there's definitely significance to that.
Mm-hmm.
But all right. So I want to say, bye Wayne, bye John, bye Leo, bye everybody else in the chat.
Big
It's
up,
been
everybody.
real. Like Jacob said, find something you love to do. Go out, touch grass. You know.
Yeah, touch grass, you motherfuckers.
Right. Play with yourself or something. Do something you love. And with that, we'll close out. Thanks for joining us today.
Big up.
Big up.